Good morning. Today we'll look at the support available to migrants in the UK, those who have limited leave to remain and those who are undocumented. Today's topic has been informed by the distressing video that went around on social media of a Ghanaian mother and her 2 children who had been evicted from their long-term accommodation because she couldn't afford the rent. Within the body of law, the Parliament has ensured that a child who is in need is provided for, and this will cover any child within the locality of the local authority and his or her family. The law recognizes that there will be children in need, and the law defines a child in need as a child whose life may be stunted by lack of basic amenities like accommodation or resource to provide food and clothing. Parents of such children must ensure that they immediately contact a local authority social services for children and families. I must emphasize again that the appropriate department of the local authority to provide support under the Children Act is the Social Services, Children and Families, and not the Housing Department. It may be that a parent has limited leave to remain but does not have the means to rent a decent place, or because of their child, although they have the right to work, they are unable to work full-time. Again, it may be that this person has made an application to the Home Office and they are waiting for a decision and therefore are not allowed to work. Any parent or family that falls within the category of persons that I've highlighted can make an application to the local authority for support. Within the law, there are excluded class of migrants who are not allowed to make or acceptable to make this application. Within Schedule 3 of the law, these are people who have overstayed their visa, people who are illegal entrant or illegal migrants, and failed asylum seekers. However, the law also accepts that if any person falls within the above class of persons that I've mentioned, they can still claim support if they have made a human rights application. A human rights application is any application made within Appendix FM of the Home Office rules as a parent or as a spouse or as an individual who has a private or family life. The law does not allow the local authority to assess the benefits or the prospects of this application. Who makes this assessment? The local authority where the child is located. It may be where he attends or she attends school or where she lives. And what must the local authority do once they've been approached or they've received an application from a parent who has a child in need? The law says that the local authority must perform an assessment, and the assessment must be comprehensive and must cover the lifestyle, including the income, work, living condition, school locality, distance to school, and the environment. I say environment because in certain instances you may have parents who have accommodation, but the accommodation may not be suitable because it's either overcrowded or far away from where the child attends school. Such a parent will also fall within the class of people who may raise the in-need child application. Once the local authority has accepted your application, they will have to commence an assessment. The assessment is required to be done within 5 to 40 days. However, as this will take a while for the assessment to be concluded, you can also ask for emergency support. Within the law, emergency support will cover situations where the local authority is still considering your application. The support may be a day's accommodation in a hotel or bed and breakfast, or it may be a week's accommodation with the necessary support so that you can buy food and whatever the child requires for the child to thrive in your care. It is important that you cooperate with the local authority. Case law has stated that instances where the local authority has found that you are either withholding information or not providing the necessary documents to support your application, or if you are unable to explain how you've whittled away substantial savings in your bank account without explanation, then the local authority may conclude that you've withheld information from them and they will not be able to give you a positive decision. The local authority also has a continuing ongoing duty to reassess you anytime your condition changes. Parents who have leave to remain but do not have recourse to public funds, you know that you can apply for the no recourse to public funds to be lifted. Whilst you're making that application and waiting for the decision, you can also ask the local authority in the interim to support you within Section 17 of the Children Act. So as we began, we should not find any parent with a child in need like we saw in that video, going through the distressing situation that this lady went through. The law is there. There are also resources that can help you to make this application. You can go online and download the resource materials at Project 17. Project 17 is a charity that supports parents with children in need who are waiting for an assessment or are likely to qualify for support under Section 17. Again, the government is providing support to all UK nationals and any person who find themselves in the UK. Whether you have settlement or not, you may qualify for government support, including support for energy cost, transportation, support to find work, and support with your accommodation. It is important that we do not allow ourselves to go through such distressing situations. It is not good for the children, especially where there are provisions within the law. In any event, if you still want advice or support to assess government support under the Children Act, do not hesitate to contact us on any of the numbers that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Thank you, and I hope this will help another parent. Let's help each other and continue to show the love and care in the community. Have a good day.